Happy Monday, and welcome to Fallout 4. Today I'm running Sim Settlements 2, Chapter 3, and I'm going to go ahead and run it from the start, see how far we get. I do have an existing character that I could play, but today I feel like jumping in and trying something completely different, and to be honest with you, in order to get this thing up and running quickly, and because I was so focused on Baldur's Gate Starfield coming up, I didn't really have a mod list that I could easily use for this, so I downloaded Magnum Opus from Lively and patched in Sim Settlements 2 Chapter 3. So let's do it. Now, I'm pretty sure anybody who's remotely interested in playing what I believe is probably one of the finest quest mods ever made for Fallout 4 probably has tons of experience with Fallout 4 already, or at least enough that we can skip the intro. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Jump straight to the bathroom. Since I already have a test playthrough running, let's see. Disable those hammer markers, thank you, Lively, and we'll accept those tutorial options and move forward. Since I already have a test character of the
war never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight, huh?
You think?
Nora
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
Hey, my turn, big guy.
It's her turn, big guy. Ah, yes, if it isn't Nora. Ooh, Darlene's eyes. Me likey. Yeah, nothing screams scent like those eyeballs, honey. Ooh. Getting into some Baldur's Gate territory here.
Sweetie, you look as beautiful as the day we met.
Doesn't she just, though? Let's pick a new style for you. It's good. But why stop there? I mean, Lively's gone through all this trouble to patch in about a bazillion haircuts from Commonwealth cuts, and the name escapes me now, but there are probably several others that he's got in there, I'm sure. I'm sure we can find something adorable, something Princess Leia for my friend Renvale. Probably a bit much if I want to wear any hats at all in this game. Although honestly, try to avoid hats where possible, unless I'm playing on survival and I have to use head protection. But we're just doing this for the story today, so I think we can go all out with Nora's haircut here. I love that one. Moonrise Towers, people. The original.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's give her a warm black. And we're done. Alright. Ooh. So, here we are, quick starting through the initial scenes here in Fallout 4 where normally you have to talk to Codsworth and wait on Todd Howard to show up and sell you a space in the vault. We're going to skip all that together and just move straight to the vault. I'm going to call this one Lucy. What's Lucy going to be about? Let's make Lucy... I'll give her 3 strength so she can work on her own armor. I'll give her 3 perception. That'll be 4 after we do the Museum of Freedom. We'll start with 1 endurance because being on ice for 200 years is hard on the stamina. And, you know, what's life without a little charisma? We'll max that intelligence. We'll go 2 in luck and 3 in agility. Sounds good. And we'll skip straight to the vault. Oh no! They've shot Nate and taken my baby!
Cryogenic array. All residents must vacate immediately.
Graphics look pretty good. Not bad for a 2015 game, huh? Oh god, my husband. He's dead.
Come on. There has to be a release.
It totally is.
Come
It's
on,
right
come
there.
on, come on.
There's your release.
Oh, God.
You always gotta stop and say goodbye. Plus, that wedding ring is worth
I'll
like
find who did this,
a bunch of caps in the early game.
and I'll get Sean back. I promise.
I promise. Also, come on. Close your spouse back up, people. One in a barn? Fist up. Ooh, baby. Look how dark and dingy. It's been a minute. Wonder how long I've been down here. This is kind of crazy. I'm just going to take this moment to point out the one thing that the player character in Fallout 4 doesn't seem to comprehend and can't seem to wrap their head around until the big reveal. But you went to sleep once, you woke up, saw your baby stolen, saw your spouse killed, fell asleep again and woke up again. So, the notion that you're not looking for a newborn baby should probably be fairly obvious to you if you're not a moron. But, you know, no coffee, 200 years of sleep, wouldn't be sharp either. Let's be real. Yeah. Now, we could go in here and, you know, do the security terminal stuff. And if I was playing this for an audience who may have not played Fallout 4, I might do that. But I'm going to stick mostly to the sim settlement stuff and assume that anyone crazy enough to watch this nonsense probably pretty familiar with the game already. Oh, hey. Who's your mommy?
Giant roaches?
Right?
What
fuck?
the hell?
Giant roaches. La cucaracha, la cucaracha. Alright. Good old recreation terminal, though. We gotta log into that for one simple reason, and you guys know what it is. Yeah, give me Red Menace. Gotta collect my holotapes. Gotta get them all. It's like Pokemon. Now, Lively, the persona behind the Magnum Opus mod list, is just devious enough that there's a possibility they might have put something in this room. Normally, vanilla... This room doesn't look anywhere this good, let's be honest. But normally, vanilla Fallout 4, this room is just a big waste of time. You don't have to go in here at all. There's literally nothing, not even garbage that you can scrap later. So. Alright. He's all the way over there. We're going to scooch around over here. It's so dark! It is dark. It's got to be dark. If it's not dark, then... I'm going to grab all that cockroach meat. For some reason, I'm thinking I might need that later. I don't know. Right. Ah, yes, we found the Overseer's office. What a douchebag this guy was.
What happened here? Where is everyone?
Hubris is what happened here, folks. Now, everybody knows, if you played Fallout 4, you need this terminal. Largely for opening up the Overseer's back door here. I'll also give you a little bit of a rundown on the cryolator, which you're going to want to pick up later. Just for fun. I usually give that to Piper, because that's the kind of guy I am. Stone cold.
No way I'm cracking this.
Now, this VaultNet terminal is new. So this is either something Lively has thrown in with one of his hundreds and hundreds of mods that he's curated into this package, or it's straight out of Sim Settlements Chapter 3 for Sim Settlements 2. And it's a master password there.
Nice.
I'm not going to be able
Coming
to get into
back
that or
later
the
for
cryolator case right now without some serious exploiting, and I just don't feel like it, you know? So, grab the smokes. Just like in prison, cigarettes are currency, baby. Trading for caps. Alright, so we've picked up just about everything there is to pick up here. And let's go. Now, the cool thing about that in Fallout 4 is, I thought I had my phone silenced. You can actually pick up on targets at a distance and kind of get a sixth sense for where things are. It also auto-aims your gun. So if you back out, you get that "hey man, nice shot" effect. Now don't ask how it is that I can use VATS before I pick up my Pip-Boy, alright? Everybody knows. You're really a simp. Gen 4, baby. That's my headcanon anyway. Splat. God, look how beautiful this is. Lively really goes all out with his texture mods. You gotta follow that that guide that he puts in there to get all of these textures integrated into the 15 basic BA2s, which are the main files for the base game and the expansions. But once you do, forget about it. It's good stuff.
Pip-Boy interface required to activate vault door cycling sequence. Have a nice day.
Pip-Boy's looking slick. Basic black. Good old Robco. Never let you down. Shall we initiate? First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change my clothes. Put on some new threads here because gross. 200 years in the same pants. I'm not about it.
Vault door cycling sequence.
You might say, well, you don't know that you've been in those pants for 200 years at this point. You're metagaming. That's true. It's kind of hard not to metagame when you have as many, let's just call it lots of hours in Fallout 4 and modding Fallout 4. But you can feel the fun, people. know when you need to wash your ass. That's all I'm saying. You can feel the bump. You don't need somebody to tell you what time it is. Jumpsuit. That's the kind of guy I am. A gal, as it were. Right. And hitch. Yeah. Anytime you mod Fallout 4, you're gonna get a hitch right here as you come down the stairs. Trust me when I say I have tried everything to do away with that hitch. And, you know, good mod hygiene helps. Setting up your mod list, making sure your load order is correct, using Xedit to create patches. All of these things are important, but that hitch is going to be there. And the more mods you have, generally speaking, are the nastier your setup, the funkier that hitch is going to be. I don't want to change shit. Let's just exit the world.
Enjoy your return to the surface. And thank you
Thanks.
for choosing
I will.
Vault Tech.
Those Vault Tech guys are so friendly. So I'm nobody. I'm just a fan of a bunch of great channels on YouTube. And I've been modding Bethesda games for since Fallout came out. So 6 or 7, 8 years, whatever the hell it is. We're going to go ahead and keep everything. The ECO equipment crafting overhaul replaced the Armorsmith extended suite of mods and patches, and I love everything about it. We're going to go ahead and keep everything there. Look at how beautiful. It's all overgrown and lovely. What's this? Oh. There's something over here. Oh, Point Lookout. Fallout 3, Point Lookout DLC put into Fallout 4 by the lovely people creating the Capital Wasteland project. Head over to the Nexus and download their stuff. Truly a fantastic experience, and note for note. So probably best not to bring Heather. She won't understand why you're getting the Punga Fruit brain implant. Clearly she hasn't played Baldur's Gate. Fade to black for you here, huh? Right. Let's see how this works. Mr. Tidy. Oh, okay, good. We've got a Mr. Tidy here that we can build in our settlement workshop, which will allow us to clean up corpses, skeletons, bone fragments. All of the shit that drives me crazy, by the way, when I play Fallout 4. Just, like, here's a broom. Learn to use it. It's been 200 years. Freaks. Alright. Only one per settlement. Yeah. Don't leave until you get that beep when the scan completes. Gotcha. Read your instructions, people. Lively's trying to make this as easy as possible for you. If you're running your own list, of course, you probably know exactly what you're doing. If you're brand new to modding, I actually strongly suggest you play a vanilla playthrough the first time. If you've already done that, yeah, you can't really go wrong with Lively. I don't know anything about him as a person, but as a mod list creator for the old Wabbajack, he's top notch. He also makes one of my favorite mods in the game. That's not a quest mod, and that's a mod called This Is Trash. And hopefully it is also included here in this package. It used to be. So, all right. This is a little foreshadowing. All right. Birds aren't real. Just throwing that out there. Total bullshit. Not real. Don't fall for it. No, I'm kidding. Most birds are real. But some birds, not real. real. Look it up. Ooh, what's this? Well, that's an interesting graffiti, isn't it? I wonder what that portends. Alright, I have a little pattern that I run here. You know, plenty of experience doing the old Fallout 4 modding. I've modded Oblivion, I've modded Skyrim, I've modded Special Edition Skyrim. I've created my own list for New Vegas. I've even done a little bit of modding of Fallout 3. Done the Tale of Two Wastelands, which is a great way to play Fallout 3, let's be honest. Just for kind of the upgrades that you get from moving from the Vanilla 3 engine to the New Vegas engine. Yeah, definitely want to grab that. Place everywhere is important. Alright, so he's got a mod in here that will modify legendaries so that they don't just drop off of any random insect or nonsense. Won't be dropping like a modded pistol or whatever. Some kind of legendary rifle or armor piece off of a, you know, scorpion or whatever. Seems kind of weird. Like, where was it? You know, it's that kind of World of Warcraft thing. Was like, really, did a scorpion have a breastplate up its ass? Fascinating. We're gonna skip that. Similar to legendary drops, ballistic weave can be obtained in two different ways. Vanilla progress through the railroad quest line, or just straight up destroy the railroad, which is always an option. Oh, this is a good one. This one right here. So this makes sense, like the recharger rifle in New Vegas. This is a great early game weapon because you can just kind of wind up your art bell, wind up radio in the event of a nuclear attack, and wind up your art bell laser musket and use it without having to have laser cells. Always a plus. I like it. Sanctuary, the Triangle of Death. Most people who do modding of Fallout 4 kind of understand this intuitively, but you can get Abernathy Farm and the Red Rocket and Sanctuary kind of all loading together whenever you travel back to that area. And if you don't have a pretty beefy machine and you build those areas up too much, you can have some problems. I don't typically like to build too much in Sanctuary, or if I do, it's kind of by hand and just for the Quincy 5. And that's probably going to be the way I do this as well. I find the drive-in to be a much better location for my Sim Settlements 2 main settlement, as it were. It's more centralized and it's a great trading hub. So probably, Aha! This is trash. Does exist. Look for the trash can and get rid of all the extra junk that you don't freaking need. Oh, lively. Do I have to go through every single thing? Alright, I'm fine. I apologize, Sir or ma'am. Disperse workbenches. Yeah. Ammunition crafting, super important in Lively's magnum opus. Yeah. Perk overhauls, cool. Some of those are kind of silly. I like the perk overhaul. Don't worry about graphics bugs in the perk chart. Nobody does Flash. Nobody got time for that. So we'll take that tape, and we've gotten... No, we still haven't gotten... Who cares? What is happening with that? Why is it... I did. Go ahead and get rid of you. You're driving me nuts. Alright, down the hill we go. Oh, look. My neighbors who weren't signed up for the vault program. Yeah, well, you know what they say. Service equals citizenship. Or was that Starship Troopers? I'm getting my universes crossed here. And know, because I'm cursed to put my hands on everything in video games. Also, Bloodleaf makes drugs. And drugs are good in the Fallout 4 universe. I mean, they're not good, you know, but they're useful. So, my personal favorite all-time build in Fallout 4 is actually a shotgun build that basically just takes Psychojet and rushes in and shoots everyone directly in the face at point-blank range. It's a good time. Depending on your difficulty settings, you might have to work up to that one a bit. Alright, this house has been cleared out. Let's head home and see. Wait a second! Is that my robot?
Codsworth?
As I live and breathe. Oh,
You don't live or breathe!
it's really you.
Yeah, it's, you're still here.
Codsworth, you're still here. So, other people could still be alive too.
Well, of course I'm still here. Surely you don't think a little radiation could deter the pride of General Atomics International? But you seem the worse for wear. Best not let the hubby see you in that state, huh?
I mean, I changed outfits, you know. There's no need to be shitty about it.
They came into the vault. Maybe you saw them. They had
For
guns
the benefit of anyone
and
watching
strange
who
outfits.
hasn't modded Fallout 4,
And only Ms. Rosen
Normally your
boy
dialogue
running
options,
around in his Halloween costume
are arrayed
more
on kind of a
than
little
week
diamond-shaped
early.
A, B, C, or D,
The nerve
1,
of
2,
that
3,
woman
4
leaving her
kind of thing,
brat
with just a couple of
unsupervised.
words that generally hint at
Not
what
like
you're going
you,
to say.
Mum. You're the perfect
I think
mother.
we're using
And
the extended
that is,
dialogue interface here, so we actually get the
very
whole thing. We know what we're going to say before we say it. He can't be dead. He can't. I'm in a dream. I'm in a bad, bad dream, man.
He can't be dead. He can't be. I'm in a dream. I'm in a bad dream.
I mean, it's hard to blame her. The neighborhood is not what it
Mum,
used to be.
these things you're saying, these terrible things,
Terrible
I believe
things.
a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm
Parcheesi?
this
Checkers?
dire
The
mood.
game of life?
It's been ages since we've
Car
had a proper
Wars.
family activity.
Play a game of Car Wars,
Checkers,
Cosworth.
or perhaps charades. Oh, Sean does so love that game. is the lad with you?
Codsworth, listen to me carefully. Have you seen him? Have you seen Sean?
Why, Sir had him last, remember? Perhaps he's gone to the Parker residence to arrange a play date.
The Parker
I'm
residence
sure he'll be back with
is
you
in
momentarily.
ruins, Cosworth. I'm going to get my baby back. I want my baby back, baby back. Sorry,
Sean's been kidnapped.
I can't help it.
I'm gonna find him.
I've had coffee, but I haven't
I'm gonna
had
get my
breakfast.
baby back.
It's
Maybe
worse
that
than
sounds
I
pretty good.
thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
Oh, Codsworth, you're such a card. Ah,
God damn it, tell me what's going on. 200 years? That's insane.
A bit over 210, actually, Mum. Give or take a little for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack, if you must be famished.
yeah, actually, what am I saying?
Codsworth, you're acting a little weird. What's wrong?
Mum, it's been
little speech
just
check there for you.
horrible.
Kind of break you into the
2
old speech
centuries
check
with
system.
No one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Nothing. And don't
Nothing.
started about the
Real
futility
and
of
true.
adjusting a collapsed house. And the car, how do you polish rust?
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, Mum. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead.
It was
I did
close,
find
buddy.
this holotape.
And we were going down the elevator when the bomb went off, so, you know, not an unreasonable fear.
But then, well, everything happened.
Thank you, Codsworth.
You're welcome. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? Sir and young Sean may turn up yet.
All right.
Lead the way.
Lead the way.
Proud to serve, Mum.
Actually, don't lead the way, 'cause I want that XP. That sweet XP. That would have straight up been a miss if it wasn't for the magic power of that. You're all dead. You're all dead. Yo, Codsworth! Over here, buddy.
Miss Lucy, your family isn't here either. They're really gone, aren't they?
They really are. It's true.
Come on, Codsworth. I need your help. Where can I go?
Where do we
could
go?
head into the city.
Where do we go now?
Concord is nearby.
Where do we go?
The people there are as put together as I am.
All right,
There's still people alive in Concord?
Yes, although they're a bit rough. You remember the way? Just across the southern footbridge, out of the neighborhood and past the Red Rocket Station? I shall remain here and secure the home front.
you do that, buddy. You do that. All your junk are belong to me. You don't understand. I have an empire to build. Hey, you know what? I'm not monetized, so
You're listening to Diamond City Radio. If you're listening at all.
I can listen to the radio.
Next is I don't want to set the world
They can
on
have the
fire
revenue.
by,
I just do this for fun. Looks like I did. Check the mailboxes. Vault application should be cloth, if I remember correctly. It's been a minute. Wow. This neighborhood's really gone downhill.
Sweet.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. If I have one complaint about Lively's magnum opus, we're running it straight out of the box anyway. He tends to do this thing where I guess he kind of hates Sanctuary, or he's bored with it, or I don't know. Anyway, back in the day, when he first started doing his mod list, had like a completely different sanctuary. It was bizarre. Like 2-story buildings and like a little public swimming pool. And, I mean, it was kind of cool, but it didn't work very well. The LODs at a distance would show the old buildings, and then as you approached, it would kind of fade into the new ones. Super annoying. So we went back to the standard sanctuary buildings, which is cool. Just took that mod out back in those days, but he still has a nod to his wicked ways. He changed the underground bunker behind the neighbor's house here to something different. Just 'cause. It's fine. It's all good. Personal minigun. My favorite kind of miniguns. That's from a mod called, if I remember correctly, Miniguns Reborn. Highly recommended. The base game miniguns are shite. Fastest fire rate, lowest damage weapons in the game. Basically, you could pump 50 or 60 rounds into a raider's head on high difficulties, and they'll keep coming. Not exactly immersive. Give me your mentats. Yeah, thank you. Cigars? Cigarettes? Anyone? I will take all of your junk. It's mandatory that I have as much junk as possible. I just will build here in Sanctuary. That too, that's fairly beefy, I guess. So. As long as I haven't built it to Red Rocket or Abernathy, it should be fine. And Sanctuary is canonically the setting of the home base for Sim Settlements too. At least insofar as the trailers and promotional materials are concerned. Mr. Kingath loves him some Sanctuary, for sure. Probably easier just to build here. Gee, I hope that makeshift battery isn't important for the operation of this weapons workbench. What am I saying? I'm sure that it's not. Now, I'm about to pull a fast one here on the old game. Oh yes, Workshop Plus. How do you like flying around your settlements when you build? Oh, I do. Can be a buggy mess. But, much easier to place the Sim settlements plots and get them all lined up in a way that's aesthetic and pleasing to me. And that's super important. To do good, one must look good. Those are the rules. I didn't make them up. Alright, so let's run across the street and look at the old homestead. Grab ourselves
Excellent.
Grognak, the Barbarian in the Jungle of the Bat Babies. My favorite! Copy, super important. I'm going to get myself another cup here in a second. In real life, never scrap that fridge. It's got a note from myself on it for my husband, Nate. Let's just skip it. Pompadour wig. Shit. extra charisma helps, so we'll go with it. Alright, so there's a book right here called You're Special. And I like to, when I'm running a high intelligence character like this one, play this little game. See, I have the maximum intelligence that I can get right now, but if I have a beer, which is +1 strength, +1 charisma, -1 intelligence, I will now have... Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Why is it still showing lively? There it is. Alright, baby. Yeah. Alright, so, when the beer wears off, I will have an 11 intelligence. Which is perfect, because in real life I have like a 3, so... I like to play smarter than I actually am. It's fun. Alright. Codsworth. We've already scrapped this house to the right. Well, resident passwords. Would have been important when you ran to the gate, I guess, but water under the bridge now. Hello? I know you're hiding. Right. Got ourselves a +1 to our perception because we're rocking good sunglasses. Always a plus. Clothing matters in Fallout 4. It's just for looks in 76. But in Fallout 4, you still get stat bonuses. Hats, glasses, t-shirts, not those. Printed t-shirts. Must have level 1 of demolition expert. What do you bet that's not true? Mr. Lively. What do you bet I just got everything in the box without opening it by scrapping it? That's cheating. You know, she's a pretty good shot for a lawyer. One of my favorite fan theories is she was actually Jag. Not just a lawyer, but like TV Jag with guns and, you know, everything. It makes sense, considering how quickly she adapts to the wasteland. You know what I'm saying? If I remember right, Piper makes a joke about how intense practicing law must have been before the Great War after watching you fight. So, you know, maybe it was just a real jungle out there. Workbench. try to do the ultra difficult survival mode thing here, so I'm gonna take a few shortcuts, get on with the Sim 7's 2 story, as it were. So I get this area scrapped, just a couple more things that really matter. Give me everything. I need it all. So vital. A couple of different ways you can play Sim Settlements 2. You can play it on kind of a really easy mode, where you really only have one type of scrap. You can play it on a super in-depth, very SimCities kind of mode, where there are, I think, literally all 31 of the various scrap types. Could be wrong. Don't shoot me, King. Just trying to recall from memory. And you can also kind of split the difference, go down the middle. I think it's 3 or 5 different ways that you can, or 3 or 5 different types of scrap. In this particular case, I think I'm just going to go straight across the board. Normal difficulty. I don't see any reason to slow myself way down with a bunch of survival mechanics, either in gameplay or in Sim Settlements. Just trying to, get to a point where I can advance the story a little bit where it makes sense. Get to that chapter 3 goodness. This right here is the trash can for This Is Trash, the mod I was talking about before. You see all the crap on the floors? All this kind of stuff that looks like nobody ever even heard of brooms or what they're for. Not the green stuff. The green stuff you could set up and use or scrap manually. No big deal. But the stuff that's on the floors, these decals, they make me crazy. They're not aesthetic. And I feel like I could put my robot to work cleaning this shit up. So through the magic of mods and the largesse of the lovely Lively, we're just going to go ahead and scrap this trash can and look. Boom. Already a significantly cleaner sanctuary. Isn't that lovely? It's quite lovely. Thank you, Lively. Thou art sanctified in my eyes. Go army fatigues. Damn, almost have to at this point. Need those stats, baby. Alright. To start Sim Settlements 2, you pick up this issue of Robco Backyard Robotics.
Nice.
And it gives you enough scrap to create a recruitment radio beacon as well as a small generator. So I go into the workshop, and because I can fly, I can set this sucker up out of the way here, which I enjoy. It's lovely. Put that, right there for now. We'll go over here and put the beacon up. There it is. Wire those suckers together. Might as well get rid of this house too, because I'm thinking that's the spot that I'm gonna let Jake show me how to live and build residential plots on. So, alrighty. And if the gods are kind, Jake should show up shortly. In the meantime, stand right here in the middle of this. and get myself a cup of coffee. Back in a flash. All right. A state of coffee has been achieved. Still no Jake, huh? Oh, there he is. I must have wired them together then. I saw your text there, Nugent. I know you're with me, and I appreciate you, my friend. Jake's wandering around. I guess he doesn't believe the woman
Hey!
Commodore can possibly
Hello
be
there.
in charge around here.
If I'm not mistaken, you're the gal I've been looking for.
Yeah. Hear my
You
broadcast?
hear my broadcast?
You're sharp. Yeah, I heard your broadcast. Sounded as if you were starting some kind of settlement. Is that about the right of it?
I mean, it could be the right of it.
That's right.
Well, in that case, I've got something you might be interested in. Here, catch.
Thanks.
It's called an
Don't mind if I
ASAM
do.
sensor. If you're gonna be building settlements, these things are what you'll want to use.
Okay. Care to elaborate?
I think a demonstration is in order. Place that ASAM down on the ground somewhere. Go ahead. Any old spot will do.
Yes, as you say. But first, I think I'm going to have to actually open up a separate browser here because for some reason my phone has stopped working. And I can no longer see the chat from the stream, if such a thing exists. And I know it does, at least as far as Mujin reminding me to make sure. There we go. That's better. Kill that volume. Back over to the game. What is happening? Why is it? Okay, good. Flying's cheating, yeah. It is a little cheaty, it's true, but man, I really love it. I don't know, I gotta tell you, something about having these ridiculous sim settlements plots placed down in a way that's not kind of where I want them. them and not realizing it until after they're half built makes me crazy. Crazier, I guess.
Unlike other less reliable multi-purpose sensors, Rocker
I love
brand
the old-timey
ASAP
radio
sensors
voice
offer the
announcer.
level of versatility
I
and
like-
connectability that you deserve.
You thought I knew how to play
Rocker
this
brand
game. You
ASAP
thought wrong,
sensors,
sir.
America's #1 sensor solution. Jeszcze kiedy potrzeby Voltec.
Nicely done. Don't mind the ASAM, it's just scanning the area for materials.
Jeez, Terminator in full effect here. Wow, man.
Now for this next part, I'm gonna pretend to be a settler who's come to work for you. So just play along, alright? Boy, I sure am glad I found this settlement to live in. But oh no, there are no homes
There
available.
are no
And
homes
I don't know
available.
how to build one myself. I guess I'll just
The
have
voice
to rely
acting
on
in
whoever
Sim
runs this
Settlements
place
is,
to build
in
a
my
home
opinion,
for me.
Chef's kiss. Some of the best in the business as far as community-created mods. So-called quote-unquote non-pros.
Don't sell yourself short.
You're right. If only I had a little guidance, I could probably build something myself.
That'd be a
But wait,
good idea for
what is this?
future streams.
Why,
I should
it's
post
an
a list of the
ASAM.
voice actors so
Just
I
the
can
thing
call
I
out by
need.
name as we play through here. Because Tom here is fantastic.
What do you need it for?
That is a great question. You see, with an ASAM, there's no barrier for entry when it comes to building something. All I'd need to do is follow the step-by-step instructions provided by the ASAM. Here, let me show you.
Show me.
Once you've placed down a sensor, your role in the construction is pretty much done.
Wow, nice scaffolding. It's almost as if Robco is magic.
Just about anyone in the settlement can claim the area and start building for themselves. The directions that the ASAM provides are so easy to understand, even a savage could do it with no problem.
I'm impressed. It's like the whole damn thing's putting itself together.
Right, just one more nail, and finished.
A man
It's
knows
not
his
a
castle,
hammer,
and no
sir.
one understands that better than Rocco. Our ASAM sensor technology offers citizens unrivaled freedom of DIY home design. Built using locally sourced materials and designed via our patented
You know you're
dynamic
living in the
easy
wasteland when the
blueprint
home comes
software.
with pre-drunk beers.
With Robco brand ASAM sensors, everyone can have a roof over their head. After all, a warm and dry citizen is a productive citizen.
It's true.
And there you have it. A fully built home. Ready for habitation by some lucky wastelander. And you
Right.
barely had to lift a finger.
I mean,
Not too shabby, huh?
I
So
use
now
a
that you've seen what they can
controller,
do,
so lifting
what do you think?
fingers is not
Are
really
ASAM
indicated,
sensors something you might be interested in?
Yeah, what's the catch though?
What's the catch?
Oh, saw that coming, did you?
Damn right. I
You're
did.
right. There is a catch. Unfortunately, right now I
I'm
only
the
have the
player
one
character
sensor
in a
on
video
me.
game. There's always
However,
a
I
catch.
can provide you with more. And once you have more, I can show you even more stuff you could build with them. Homes are just the start. But first, I'm gonna have to ask for a little task done in return.
Tell me about the job.
Tell me about the job.
All right, here it is. I got me a workshop in a town called Concord. Nice enough place, fairly quiet. Or at least it was. But just recently, I returned from a trade run to find the entire town overrun by raiders. And now I can't get near my workshop.
Overrun by
A small
what
group
now?
I could deal with, but there's too many for me to
Like
take on alone.
out of Mad Max or
I'm
something?
gonna need someone to help take them out.
I guess I shouldn't be
So
shy.
there it is. That's the job. You help me get rid of these raiders, I'll give you more ASAMs.
My
And show you how
brother
to
in
build
Christ.
even more
I am
stuff.
a lawyer.
Raiders. The name alone says something.
You ain't wrong there. As far as I'm concerned, raiders are human filth. I just hope they've not messed up my workshop too much.
Don't worry. I'll help you deal with these raiders.
You will?
You will?
Oh, that's great. Okay then. Let's head to Concord and show those raiders who's boss. Lead on.
Alright, I'm gonna go to Concord with you and show the raiders who's boss, for sure, for sure, for sure. But first I want to adopt a dog, and I don't know, maybe, just take care of a couple of things. So I grew up on the West Coast in Los Angeles, and I don't want to make light of a bad wasteland situation, but this is what you call a Tuesday, and it's only Monday, so I'm already a little put off. Neighborhood's gone downhill. Puppies? Drugs. What a beautiful boy!
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? Sort of a flea bag, aren't you? Okay, then.
I booped the snoo.
Let's stick together.
This feels like cheating. Yeah, you know, it's Sim Settlements. I don't know if you've ever played any of the Sims games. Sim Cities. I'm speaking more of kind of the immersive Sims with the city planning and building mechanics and all that kind of stuff. But this brings a level of that to the table that's pretty intense, actually. But, yeah, you don't necessarily, you can build your own stuff, but you don't necessarily have to build everything, you know, foundation, walls. You can assist which is nice. Especially if you're talking about kind of immersing yourself in a whole system for putting the wasteland together. Not quite the same thing as a hand-built settlement, for sure. But definitely bringing new mechanics to Fallout 4 and breathing new life into the settlement building system in a way that scratches an itch for people like me who really enjoy Lego box
Lock's
kind
really
of systems
strong.
that we used to get with those little sim games. So. Wow, dogs. Dogs. And a son walking in. Nice. Nice. This is why I stream in the mornings. Hello, sir. I am online. Streaming Sim Settlements to a whole one person.
Right. Let's get to work.
Hey, you know, one person. It's always nice to make new friends. That's all I'm saying. What do we got here? Are these the assholes you were talking about? These are the assholes, huh? Yeah, we can take these guys out. Better not shoot my dog. That's all I'm saying. That many stim packs in a row? That's cheating. Normally I play on survival with a mod called Survival 76 by Flashy Joe R via most ultimate way to play survival and follow. I do say so myself. But not today. So, chain smoking, stim packs, it's totally
Clear
allowed.
out all the raiders. And by the sounds of it, there's still some inside that museum. I'll stay out here and keep guard. You should head inside and help those people.
You do that, buddy. Thanks. I'm gonna go ahead and run inside and help those people, I guess. Because that's just the kind of princess I am. Alright. I will take any leather armor you have to give. Every little bit helps. Especially considering how beat this shit I was getting just from those guys. Lord, it's been a couple of days. Alright, here we go. Now I have charisma and perception. Shh, get out of my way. That's all I'm saying. Look out. Behold, the way this gun should have always been. Wind up to shoot. Doesn't use fusion cells. Go ahead and save before we go in here because apparently death is a real possibility. Hey, I appreciate you being here, Mugen. I do. And I'll understand when you gotta go. I'm gonna go ahead and stream till 11 o'clock, and then I'm gonna jump off and do a little editing Baldur's Gate video while I watch Rinvale. But when you're ready to stream or watch Rinvale or anything else, like a fat kid loves cake, man. Do your thing. It's nice to have you. Light in that fire! So the one downside to the wind-up laser musket here is that if you are not careful and you have a companion running in front of you, you will literally like open their inventory and drain them of everything they're wearing and carrying just by pounding the X button on your Xbox controller a little too eagerly.
I need some goddamn fire support!
You need some fire support? Guys, not very organized. My man's calling out for fire support. Where are you? Don't worry about it. It's gonna do it anyway. Yeah, we'll go ahead and use the lockpick and sit here and play the puzzle game. Mugen, you're a Fallout 4 player. What do you think of the puzzle game? I'm actually a fan of it. I love how it's easier the higher the difficulty because bigger words are easier to figure out common letters and numbers. But it can be really slow on novice or expert locked. And not necessarily good stream content, no matter how many people you Oh, this son of a bitch, huh? Alright, fine. Here. See that? I would have just taken everything off the damn dog.
Oh, it's on!
Yeah, it is. It's totally on. I'm trying to think about it. And I won't hold it against it. See, I didn't get one of them? It's bullshit, man! Just have to give up on maths and just go straight manual aiming. This is crap. Alright. Actually, yesterday we were talking about this news. If you're still here, I don't know. second, I'll turn that mic on. Good feedback, my friend. Doop, doop. We'll try there, see how that goes. Alright, so we were talking about this yesterday. Power armor in space. I may have got this one wrong, actually, which is a real possibility, because it looks like our astronauts here are not wearing power armor, they're wearing spacesuits. So maybe these things aren't, as you pointed out, as environmentally sealed as they should be. What's up, Arsenova? Light of my life, child of mine. Meet Mujin. Mujin, meet Zach. My youngest. Come on. Preston's a little pushy, considering he just saved his bacon, but you know, it's understandable. He's going through a lot.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minuteman.
Glad to help.
Glad to help.
Well, if that's true, we could use some more goodwill. As you can see, we're in a bit of a mess here.
The puzzle game I was referring to, I was just scrambled for words apparently, but what I was talking about was the mini game for unlocking terminals. I actually kind of enjoy it, but I can't imagine streaming it because counting out letters and stuff on a stream seems kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I don't see Oxhorn. I've seen him do it.
Please, go on.
And he makes it
a
interesting.
month ago,
but,
there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8.
It's a struggle.
Now we're 5. First, it was the ghouls in Lexington, and now this mess.
This mess? Ghouls?
Ghouls? What are ghouls?
What the hell are ghouls?
Wow, you really aren't from around here, are you? Nope. Ghouls are...
I know, doesn't he look like a badass?
Irradiated people. Most are just like you and me.
That's probably We Are the Minutemen, maybe We Are the Far West Minutemen.
But they're still just people.
Regardless, in combination with Sim Settlements 2, he won't be throwing out radiant quests like they're
brains made them
having a fire sale.
They'll rip you apart just as soon as look at you. Anyway, we figured Concord would be a safe place to settle. Those raiders proved us wrong.
So you think that
well, we do have one idea.
But it's not strictly speaking how it's played out for me. Like, I've walked from the Adam Cat's garage over to the settlement across the water to help out with the Adam Cat's.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Let's hear it.
Well, let's hear it.
Anyway, I walked over there in power armor on the bottom of the lake and never once saw a breath meter in the vanilla game. And I've also seen in the Bleachers Part 2, Finn Sheriff's Department, I think is the name of the mod. They do a whole quest where there's, some power-armored sheriffs going after some bad hombres, and they're walking underwater to do it. So you'd think it was pretty sealed.
That's some serious protection.
Oh, it gets better.
I don't know, space sealed.
Get the suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do
the
that.
threashhold they've
Those
met,
raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
Oh, there are, Mujin. There are. I could show that off, but basically, I like to go through and I have a pattern for guessing that I use, and then do the word count thing until I run out of guesses. And if that happens, then I go through and I click all of the
minigun. Now
the
we're
shortcut
talking.
I know,
inside
right?
the terminal, and give myself back 4 guesses.
Suit's out of
eliminate
juice. Probably been dry for 100 years.
non-winning words.
It
those
can
type of
be
things.
powered up again, but we're a bit stuck.
Well, I'll help if I can.
I'll help if I can.
What you'll need is an old pre-war FC, a standardized fusion core, your high-grade, long-term nuclear battery used by the military and some companies way back when. And we know right where to find one.
But we can't get to the damn thing. It's down in the basement.
Is it just me, or was
Like
Preston a
behind
little
the security
condescending
gate.
there? A little
Look,
hand gesture.
I
You're a
fix stuff.
high-grade battery?
I tinker.
Are you
Bypassing
dense?
security ain't exactly my forte. You could give it a shot.
Yeah, actually.
Actually, I already grabbed the fusion core. We're set.
Well, all right.
Well, all
Maybe our luck's
right.
finally turning around. Once you jack the core into the power armor and grab that minigun, those raiders will know they picked the wrong fight. Good luck.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm gonna grab this magazine, though, because hacking's not your forte.
You're not what I expected dog meat would find in that little neighborhood.
I'm not!
But oh, so much.
You're not a very good fortune teller, are you?
He's a good dog. Smart, too.
Oh, indeed. Dog meat's good at finding folks who need him, and he'll stick by you now. I saw it.
Yeah, I think you're right, Zach. Although I think we could size up power armor and jetpacks and make basically max for Starfield. I don't see any reason why that wouldn't be possible, just from a game engine standpoint.
Please, tell me what you know.
Just listen to me. Acting a crazy old lady. It's the chems, you see. Give old Mama Murphy the sight. Been that way since I was a girl.
Oh, great. So you take drugs and see things. That's,
That's incredible.
I can see a bit of what was.
What was?
And what
Check.
will be. And
What will be?
even what is right now.
Yeah, lady. That's called remembering,
Right now.
thinking about the future, and looking with your
Something
eyeballs.
coming. Drawn by the
I'm just fucking
noise
around.
and
I love Mama Murphy.
chaos.
She's my favorite addict.
And it is angry.
What is it? Mama Murphy, I need more. Please.
Speech check El Paso.
I see. Oh. It's horrible. It's claws and
Poor Ribfel's not here to defend himself.
horns. The very face.
I think that's kind of the purpose of grass,
death
man.
itself.
But Mama Murphy's on harder shit.
That's
Just
all
never give her
I
Psycho,
can
you'll be all set.
manage. That's all. I need to rest now. And you have a job to do.
Yeah, clearly not true. I'm home on a Monday streaming Fallout 4.
Excellent.
No.
What's going on? Are we getting out of here?
Maybe, if you're not a bitch. That's not possible. She doesn't know how to not be a bitch. She's a little traumatized. Anger is an energy, said Johnny Rotten. Ooh, that was a crash. That was a hardcore, full-on raging crash. Man. Uncool. All right, well, I tell you what. This is what we're going to do. We are going to, off-stream, go through and troubleshoot my load order here. Use the buff out for crash logs and try to figure out what caused that and fix it for the next time. But I think we're going to end the stream early today. It was a good test. How's the mic volume right now, guys? Did I get it about right, or does it need to be higher? Certified Bethesda moment. Yeah, all pro. All pro. Mister, I've got thousands of hours in the creation kit and FO4 edit. Crashed live. His first Fallout 4 stream. How embarrassing. This is what I get for not building my own mod list. No, I'm kidding, Lively. I'm kidding. It's definitely not Lively's fault. Still a bit quiet? Let me adjust that real quick before I end the stream. Just... Alright, how about now? How's the volume now? Does the volume sound much better? Testing, 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 testing. Hey, we're testing. This is some serious testing we're doing. I don't have any volume on my Can I be heard? I think technical difficulties are definitely a thing that's happening. Okay, good. Good. So we'll call it here for today. I'll be back tomorrow early in the morning for anyone who cares to join in on the fun. And hopefully with a actually cleaned up and not just matered mod list here, since I did technically add Chapter 3 over the top of Lively's mod list without actually going through and looking at all of his patches and making sure everything was going to work. I'm terrible, but I love you. See you in the wasteland.